Hey, good morning, everyone. Pastor Chris here. Welcome to another kind of poolside chat. But I am sitting in the shade up in Virginia in front of Banfield Pet Hospital. Waiting for church to start. Sorry I missed yesterday. We came up to visit family, hanging out with family and friends, and getting ready to go to church. Had a few minutes, so stopped at Starbucks, and here I am. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And for those who are celebrating today whose fathers aren't around, I wish all you guys a happy Father's Day too. It's a great day to remember, reflect and think back on the times, good times you had with your dads. You know, I was thinking of this for the past month it seems. And what I've been thinking of is there's a story. Parade Magazine is a magazine in the Washington Post. And years ago, there was a story written by a new columnist in the Parade Magazine. And she was remembering, and I think it was Father's Day if I remember, because her dad was not around. And she was sharing a story about being together one Christmas. Everyone was carrying on. They were eating, waiting to open presents, and for some reason the tree caught on fire. Short, who knows? But the tree catches on fire. So everyone starts screaming, but nobody is doing anything because nobody really knows what to do. And she said her dad ran down in his underwear, grabbed the tree, dragged it out in the front yard, and threw it in the snow. The door locked behind him, so he's standing out there in the snow in his underwear with his tree on fire. And they opened the door. Everyone's laughing at him because he just looked ridiculous. And they made fun of him for being out there in the snow. And what I remember is that it was, for her, the way she wrote it, kind of I don't know, happy and sad both memory, because that's who her dad was. He stepped up when he was needed. And it just made me think of dads stepping up when they're needed. You know, there's a verse in a lot of churches. If you have been to church, you've heard this. If you will go to church, I can almost guarantee you will hear this. We always share this on Father's Day. Joshua 24:15. But the people replied, "We would never abandon the Lord." Oh, excuse me. "But if you refuse to serve the Lord, then choose today whom you will serve. Will you prefer the gods your ancestors served beyond the Euphrates, or will it be the gods of the Amorites in whose land you now live? But as for me and my family, we will serve the Lord." There's a whole lot in this, Joshua 24:15. But what I want you to kind of note is Joshua speaking to the people of Israel. And Joshua, when he talks about him and his family, he is a father. And this is kind of what fatherhood reminds me of. It's leadership. There's a lot in the public conversation about fathers and men and leaders, and I forget what we call it, white fragility and toxic masculinity and things like this. At least with my cohort, we listen to this, we endure it, we keep our heads down, and we keep doing what we've always done. Leading. Being there when needed. Looking out for the underdog. Standing up for those who need standing up for. And that's what I think many of us will continue to do. And I want to encourage those of you who think that men, fathers, need to, I don't know, give up some leadership. Maybe that's what I'm trying to say. Look at this verse. He led the people. One, he went against the the current changes at the time that might have been going on. We want to serve these gods. We want to make peace with the Amorites. We want to be all nice and let's all get along. And he stood up, and it's like, no. God took us through this. We will continue to stand for God. He's a leader in his family because he says, as for me and my family. And who guides what's right? Who shows what's right? And it's the fathers. And it's also leadership. Just being a good, fair, righteous leader. It sounded dismissive when I talked about toxic masculinity and white fragility or male fragility, whatever. I don't mean to be dismissive of it, because there are men that do take advantage, undoubtedly. But a leader is one who stands up for right, who looks out for the oppressed, and who will do what needs to be done when nobody else stands up. So it's just something I've been thinking of. So on this Father's Day, like this girl I mentioned at the beginning, as you think about your dads, that's what I would dare say we all try to do. To do right, lead right, and be there. To be the people that our families need. So, happy Father's Day. Remember, go out, celebrate. Today is Sunday, so go to church. Or if you've been to church, enjoy the day. And keep the questions coming, guys. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, and now on Instagram at FL Compass Church. Have a happy Father's Day. See you Wednesday.